everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. So we're going to take a little break from the mushroom journal today. I felt like playing with Halloween stuff. I kept telling my husband over the weekend I want to make something Halloweenish, but I couldn't figure out what. I thought about cutting wood on the Glowforge, and I don't know, I just couldn't make up my mind. So I decided I'm just going to play with my little die cuts and do a couple of journaling cards, tags, whatever you want to call it. So these are the little spooky houses that I cut out of paper on my Glowforge. And I did this I just did it so it's still a little wet, but I just kind of, painted it a little bit. So I'm going to show you guys how I did that. So how y'all doing? I hope you're doing fabulous. I am doing pretty good today. Just doing my thing that I do. So I have my little fan brush. It probably worked better when it was dry, so we'll see how this goes, but we'll try to get some of the water out of it. I just wanted to rinse it out because I'm using black and white acrylic paint, and it can start to get kind of muddied. I have it on my fingers. I just want to try it before I turned on the camera because I was like, I don't know if this is going to be weird or how it's going to work. Because I have painted them with the iridescent paint. I did that video where I did that, but I kind of want to just like old paint kind of a look, you know what I mean? How's the light in here? It's very kind of dark, so let's see. I think that's all right. I just try not to get glares off of anything, so that's really the trick. I just have the white paint, and this has a little water in it. It's just a little mixture that I did of paint and water. It doesn't have to have water in it. I just like it with a little water. And then just black acrylic. And so I'm just dipping this brush, and this is a fan brush that I've cut some of the bristles or hairs, whatever, a little bit so that it's not even. So it's not the even fan, it's more of a random fan look. So I kind of want that dry brush effect is what I'm really going for. So I'm just going to go across this way. And try to get, kind of like lines. So it almost looks like wood, with the paint kind of hanging on some spots and not others. If that makes any sense. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing good. I'm just excited that my son is coming. And I know I keep saying that, but I am very excited. All right, and then for the roof, I kind of went the other direction. I actually kind of went both directions on the bottom, but I decided I like it because then it looks more like slats of wood or whatever on the outside, if you know what I mean. The roof, I just kind of did this sort of thing. And then I did black. I did a little more black on the base of it last time. I think I said that, but I didn't like it as much. Okay, and I know I pretty much covered up the white, but it was just to kind of have a few little bits here and there. We can do a few darker lines just to sorry, I get concentrating and then You don't get any comments from me at all because I just can't concentrate on this and do that at the same time. So there. Anyway, just kind of a way to do something with these if you're not sure what to do. I shouldn't have dunked that in there yet because I want to add a little more white up at the top. Okay, there we go. All right, so I can set this aside. I may end up using it again. I have no idea. And then we might let this one dry and start on our other one first, because I think that might be the best way to go about it. So I'm going to take this and cut it once I figure out how high I need it. So what I'm thinking is using these crazy little guys from my Spooky Stamps. When you purchase the Spooky Stamps, they come like this. I've printed 2 on a page here, and so actually they're larger. They're more like this size if you just print one on a page, one page on a page, if that makes sense. But anyway, they're larger, and then you can color them in with whatever you like. They're not colored. That's why they're called stamps, because they're more like a stamp. And then I thought it'd be fun to put some of these little funny hats. These are called hats, Amy. On them that I cut on the Glowforge as well. I have all that little spooky, funny things to add to either. You can add them to Tim Holtz people, or like these guys, you know, look kind of cool with the hats. So this is going to be kind of an odd shaped journaling card, but I don't think it matters. It would fit into a pocket, so that's all that we have to worry about, right? So let me see, how tall is this? It is about 5 3/4 high. I am going to even up this edge that's roughly, and it's about just a little over 5 wide, and it was just based on the size of the book pages. It wasn't anything in particular, just trying to get the little pumpkins to fit, basically. So I'm going to put them on there with their funny little hats. Let's do some inking on these. Yeah, I'm just in the Halloween mood. Oops, that's not the right one. Oh yeah, it is. So wanted to play with some of my stuff. That's the hard part with this crafting holidays thing is we're always moving ahead. Oh, I guess I don't need to worry about those. I'll probably end up cutting those off actually because of the hats. So I don't need to worry about that. But anyway, I feel like, you know, I should be working on Christmas, but I'm just really not in the mood yet. It really takes me a while to like get into Christmas, especially when it's still warm out. So anyways, I'm struggling a little bit with that. So I decided I was just going to play and not stress myself out too much. It's easy to do. It's easy to stress me out. But yeah. I colored these ones. I have some alcohol markers from Arteza that I colored them with. If you're wondering how I colored them, that was how. And I have this crazy paper. I think this is supposed to be an animal print. It was paper that my daughter had from, I don't know, 100 years ago or something. But anyways, it's just kind of cool. It looks sort of like that crackly finish, and the color is good with the orange. Like I mean, orange would have been good, but they wouldn't have shown up very well on there, so I decided this might be a little bit better. So what are you guys crafting? Are you really good, better than I am, and all the way up to Christmas. Or I know a lot of people don't do Halloween, and I get it. I mean, it's not for everybody. It's, you know, some people just don't like it. I just like the fun side of it. I'm not into scary, but I don't mind a little spooky. But yeah, so anyway, I think I've said that 1,000 times, but you know, new people all the time. Oh look, those were glued together. Not very well, obviously. Or maybe I didn't ever glue them together. Maybe I just set them together. I'm sorry if there's bad words. Trying to... Thought I saw one, but maybe not. I didn't write the book. I'm just using it for background. It's a couple of the pages I tore out of that book that I'm altering. Using them up for ephemera. It's always good. I know, I set that right on there. It's probably not going to help it dry very well, Amy. So I think I'll use that, but I'm also going to use some Tim Holtz. I like this big weird flying moth bug thing. I just think that would look kind of cool. You're probably not going to see a whole lot of it anyway, so, but just something else in the background for interest. Officially fall. They just came today and blew out our sprinklers, if you don't know, because I grew up in Nevada. We didn't blow our sprinklers out. I didn't know that that was a thing, but anyhow, when we moved here, you have to have your sprinklers blown out for the winter, so they come and put pressurized air in your sprinkler lines and blows all the water out so that they don't freeze. So anyways, that was new to me when I moved here, so I just explaining in case there's people that haven't ever heard of that, because I don't know where all they do that. We also didn't have a sprinkler system when I was growing up. We just drug the hose around with sprinklers, so that could be why we never did that. I don't know. I just never heard of it until I moved here. All right. So you are going to see some of that bug, so that's kind of fun. And then I'll probably put something else on there. What else do I want to put? Well, let's get this on and then we'll figure it out. So yeah, that officially means fall is here, which kind of makes me sad. I love fall, but I don't like winter. So I'm not looking forward to that. I feel like it needs a little something else on here, so I'm going to look at some other papers I got out. Yeah, this might be good. This is one from my Spooky Times. Well, it's actually 2 pages. I printed them small again because I didn't know what I wanted to use. We'll use this. Yeah, I just thought if they were smaller it would be better. But yeah, this is Spooky Times, and the one I did this year with the ghosts is Spooky Past. So kind of confusing. I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that, but anyway. Oh, the black, though, up here with the hats probably won't work, huh? I could flip it around the other way, I guess, because you'll lose some of it that way. So maybe this way. I don't like that. Let's see, maybe this piece. Yeah, just something like that maybe. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I like that blue. And these little crackly lines are almost a purpley color. So, I don't know. All right. Yeah, I think I like that better. I'm going to put the hats on the ghosts just to make it a little easier. I think I'm going to tuck this one kind of behind back here so that it's not across that pumpkin's face. Might be a good idea, huh? Okay. Yeah, there's this set is bats, hats, and cats, or cats, hats, and bats. I don't remember what order I said it in, but anyway, laser cut just pieces to use. There's like hats, bats, and cats, obviously, in all different sizes and a few different styles of hat and things like that to use. You can use these big ones on those Tim Holtz portraits, so they're kind of fun. So yeah. If you're into it. I always enjoyed Halloween. My best friend and I had a blast trick-or-treating growing up, so it's just good memories. But I know not everybody has great memories of Halloween. And some places just don't celebrate it, like the UK and stuff, they don't. It's not a thing over there, a big thing like it is here. But you know, in America we always got to go big, right? Go big or go home. Is that the saying? I'm going to cut that little bit off, which is kind of sad, but it's hanging over, so. Which I guess wouldn't be awful, but I like it better not hanging over. And I think I'll ground those pumpkins with my Stabilo All. Cute. They are cute. And I'll probably stitch around that too. Oh, I could have added a spider web if I'd have thought of it. But I didn't, so too late. I could add a little saying though. That would be cute. If you're not familiar, this is Stabilo All pencil. It's water soluble, so when you get it wet, it spread, you know, moves out almost like watercolor pencil or something. They're just fun to play with. So, and this is just a water pen. Okay. And then what's saying? These are Tim Holtz, obviously. Curiosities. These are scary, some of these. I mean, you know. Not seeing anything that's yelling at me. I was hoping for something a little bit funny. Well, maybe I'm not using one of these. I wonder if there's any in this other one that I have that's snarky. I mean, they're not Halloween, but it's fine. Your crazy is showing. You might want to tuck that back in. I think I'm going to use that. Your crazy is showing. Just because they're chatting at each other. Kind of cute. My neighbor across the street washes her cars all the time. Like, I mean, every few days. And I just am like, you want to wash mine? Because I never get mine washed. I'm going to split it apart. I hate washing cars. Obviously, she doesn't, though, so I feel like... I usually just go to one of those drive-through things. I'm going to move it down here just a little bit because I want to still see the bug. There we go. I like it. It's cute. Okay, so now on to our haunted house. Let that one dry from Vestibule. Alright, so this one we're going to put our... Is it this haunted house? Where'd the other one go? Oh, this one. I think I like this one better. So let's use that. And I have to figure out a background. I'm thinking I'm going to use this. That is from the Spooky Stamps Digital. But you can, you know, use any paper. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Use what you have. I can't believe it's already fall. I feel like, did we even have summer? I mean, I know we did because it was really hot. And that's what my husband keeps saying. What are you talking about, Amy? It was so hot this summer for so many days. And it's like, I know, but I just feel like it was just gone fast. I don't know. I am going to ink this just because I feel like it just needs a little more gunk, for lack of a better term. Ooh, you know what else? I think I'm going to put some of that crackle stamp on it. Even though I know the edges of this are black, not white, but I'm just feeling like it needs to be grungied. This is a Tim Holtz crackle stamp that comes with a stencil and a few other stamps. Ooh, yeah, I like that. My friend Tammy got it for me. Thank you, Tammy. I use it a lot. It's a good one. And this is for my friend Nancy. It's dedicated to my friend Nancy because I know she wanted me to do her October daily, but the everyday things for me, like same with, I struggle with December dailies too. I just really can't get it done every day. So I apologize, Nancy, because I didn't play along and that would have been fun, but it's too much every day. So I know you haven't necessarily had a prompt for one of these things, but it's just going to be overall Halloween. Yeah, she's doing a fun challenge, so definitely go check her out. I'll try to remember to link her in the description box below. I've mentioned it before, but I'll put her channel name. It's Nancy Pitter, I believe, if I'm saying that right. It's her name, so, but I'll link it so that's easy for you guys to find. I was thinking of putting these in the background. I don't know if I said your name right, Nancy, so I apologize if I butchered it. But yeah, every day she gives one prompt, sort of like the guest check challenge, you know, the one prompt thing. So that makes it a little bit easier because you only have to use like the one prompt and whatever you want kind of thing, which is always nice. There are too many rules, I can't do it. This little ghosty. I think I'll have him come out that door. So maybe we'll put a web in that window. And these are in my shop too, the webs and the ghosts and all that. So if you're into the Halloween thing and you haven't seen all this, I've got lots of laser cut goodies in my Etsy shop. I thought this little cat would be fun in this window, maybe just sitting up there. They kind of need like something behind their eyes to be yellow, I feel like. Oops, did I rip that so much now? No. Oh my gosh, it's too tiny. Too tiny. Where are my scissors? Those are too big. You're like right next to you? Yeah, you're right. Is that weird that I need to glue that paper back there? So their eyes are yellow. Especially since it's so fiddly for me. I don't know what that is, but that fine motor movement is a no. That darn trimmer. Yeah, that's better because then you can actually see it sitting up there, huh? It's very aggravating getting old, I have to say. My dad used to say stuff like that, and I was always like, oh, yeah, whatever. But he's very right. It's very annoying. I know, I got globs of glue coming out the cat eyes. I think I'm going to go around just sort of the edge of this hat with some white, which I know seems very odd, but I want to be able to see it. So I think if I kind of edge it just a little bit. You know, on the cat. That's what I'm trying to say. That was too much. Maybe we'll just go like this because I'm struggling with that. You guys are like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? And we'll do the same with some black. Yeah, I wish I even remotely felt like washing my car every week or whatever, every few days. Do not. Got black on the ghost. Sorry, you guys are probably being tortured with this. I just want a little something on there so it's noticeable. Okay, and that will go on this other cat. I may have to trim the cat ears. Although I guess they could just kind of poke out like that. Like it's got little holes for its ears, you know what I'm saying? Where did I put my... Oh my gosh. I just had a paper towel. Alright, that cat is stuck up there. Let's get this cleaned up a little bit and get this put together. Okay. Actually, I guess maybe I wish I had time to wash my car. Right? I think y'all get that. It's not the lack of desire, it's the lack of time. Okay. And that can go there. I'm going to put it up a little bit. I know that seems weird, but because I want to put my ghost, my cat and stuff more in the bottom area, like it's closer, you see. And we got ghosts coming out the windows. Oh, that's another thing. I need to figure out this one. If it's going to come out this window, it needs to be up high enough so his head isn't off the page. So that's kind of important. Let's get that glued in there. And then this one coming out the door. Oops, it needs to go further out, huh? Because it's going to block the kitty cat. No blocking the kitty cat. Didn't even think about that. I got glue on there. Well, I mean, I put it on there, but these glue erasers work pretty good if you can get to it fast enough. So kind of messed up the ghost there. It's a raggedy ghost. Okay, that will work. And then we got a few bats. Got 2 bats, 2 cats, and 2 ghosts. Okay. There needs to be something down here, but let's get this glued down first. I'm going to go ahead and use our glitter glue. My husband said our power went out last night, and in the middle of the night. I was wondering what in the world, because I heard some weird noises in the middle of the night. I don't know if there was like a big power grid thing that went out. I haven't heard anything. I listened to the news this morning, but it was weird. Like, it woke me up, whatever the noises were that I was hearing. I couldn't really figure it out. You know how in the middle of the night you can't, I don't know, like your brain doesn't work or something. It's like all befuddled and confused. You're like, did I even hear that? Yeah, it was that kind of a thing. When I was a kid, I made haunted houses, or I drew haunted houses all the time. I don't know why, I was just fascinated with that. So I must be like having a relapse or something. I'm going to use some of this and maybe some of this, but we'll put this down first as our ground. I'm just going to kind of squish it up like I do, and then I'll ink it once it's on there. And I'm going to put glue on this too. Which side? I guess it doesn't really matter. But there is kind of a shiny side to tissue pattern paper and more of a flat side, so. And obviously if there's writing, there's a right and a wrong, right? Eek. And I wonder why I get sticky fingers. the rest of that because my fingers are so sticky. I cannot even. And this will have to get backed. I just cut a piece off of the thing. There has to be a number because that is a rule, right? You're like, I don't know, is it? For me it is. I think I'm going to stamp it with this crackly stuff too. Oh, it's not stuff, it's a stamp. And then our kitty cat can go there. Where did I put my bats? Bats in my belfry. We had a cat, a black cat. She was a screwball. My dad, we named her Hurricane Belle because she was just a nut. But anyway, he would always say she had bats in her belfry. So just saying that just made me think of him. Isn't that funny? He was the best. I'm just gonna cut the little bit off of that one. I know you're supposed to do 3s, but for some reason I totally got into the 2s here. I'm going to do a little Stabilo All out of the way. You can also touch the end of the Stabilo All with the water pen and it'll get more black on there. Because it really works just like a watercolor pencil, basically. It's a little bit better. I like it more, but it works very similarly. Kind of wanted to change this color in the doors and windows a little bit just so it doesn't look quite so like it's the same thing as the background. I could have covered the windows and doors originally, like put that over another piece of paper, and that's another obviously way to do that. Kind of want a little bit of the color back there, but let's see. Okay, just a little bit more. Okay, there it is. We're gonna ink it, and we're going to do this. Oh, no, this side. And I'll back it, but you guys get, I mean, that's not something you need to watch me do. I might spatter it, I don't know. Splatter it. All right. Maybe I'll splatter it real quick. I think I'll use white, so that way if it gets on the ghosts, it's not bad. Do I want to cover? I think I'm going to cover the cats a bit, just because I would prefer they don't get a lot on them. Especially their faces. I need a little water. That's already thinned, but now I feel like I need black too. See how that works? Ugh, so annoying. I should have used my piece of plastic instead of the book page. Oh well. It's there now. Okay, that's all. I'm not going to splatter the other one. I like it the way it is. Take this off of this cat. Alrighty, so that's my little ode to Halloween. Using all my crazy bits. I like that. Your crazy is showing. You might want to tuck it in back in. I could put a little saying on this one too, huh? And I'll stitch around them too. Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed that, a little Halloween fun, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you again on Monday. Love you guys. Bye.